I welcome you back to class, back to our topic of discussion for the day. That is simple linear equations. Simple linear equations. Simple linear equations are expressions whose highest degree of unknown is 1. Two keywords there. There is an unknown. And then the highest degree of that unknown is 1. What do you mean by unknown? We have said it before. Letters. Y plus 5 is equal to 7 minus y. Say 2y plus 5 is equal to 7 minus y. The unknown here in this place is y. You have it on the two sides. And the degree of this unknown is 1, degree 1. Degree 1 in the sense that it is y raised to power 1. Y raised to power 1. It is not 2y squared plus 5 is equal to 7 minus y squared, or y raised to power 3. If it is this, it is degree 2. The degree of this unknown is 2 because of the power that is carrying. So that's what we mean by simple linear equations. Now, on the board we have about 17 questions to solve together. Just pay attention as much as you can, and then if you are able to pay attention to these 17, we also have some questions that involve word problems there, about 2 of them. If you pay attention very well, there will be no question you see under this subject matter that you'll not be able to tackle and get a good answer. Now, to the solution of the examples that we have, the first letter A says y plus 4 is equal to 49. This is the simplest case of algebra that you can have. Y plus 4 is equal to 49. So the simple English you speak there is collect like terms together. Collect like terms together. What are the like terms that are here? Y is a term. It is not like 4 and it is not like 49. So the like terms that are here are 4 and 49 because they look alike in the sense that they don't have any letter. They're just all numbers. So you collect those like terms together, perform the action, it will give you y is equal to the bridge doesn't move. Now, what would move? This 4 will leave the left hand side and it will travel to the right hand side. If it travels, the 49 will have to be here for. It's like a person that has been somewhere before, or like you are joining a queue. You don't join the queue from the front. You go to the back of the queue. Bear in mind that if you leave and you jump the bridge, the sign will change. The moment you cross the bridge, your sign will change. So this 4 that has plus here will jump and become minus 4. So therefore, just perform the action. And that will be y is equal to 45. Because when you take away 4 from 49, it will give you 45. That's the simple answer to question A. To question B now, which says 63 minus y is equal to 40. Still the same level as number 1, as the letter A. What you are required to do is just collect like terms and you get your answer. So collect like terms together. Perform this action, you have your... Now, in this case, so that you don't confuse yourself and you make the work simpler, you can leave the y, move the y to the right hand side and let the 40 come to the left hand side. They are still moving, and each letter or each entity that moves, the sign will change. So if you are doing it that way, you are performing the action that way, you have your 63 still remaining on this side minus 40, because the 40 is moving across the bridge, is equal to, now the y will move in the opposite direction, and that will be y, or plus y. You don't need to put plus there because make the plus invisible. Now what do you have? There's no difference between 63 minus 40 is equal to y, and y is equal to 63 minus 40. The same thing basically. And what will this give you? If you take away 63 minus 40, it will give you 23. So your 23 is equal to y. Or y is equal to 23. You have the answer that way. Very, very simple. Alternatively, that's doing it another way. You can let your y remain here and move the 63 to the other side. Alternatively, if you collect like terms from here, collecting like terms from here, collect like terms. Together. Now, if you collect like terms and your y is, you want to let your y remain on the left hand side, minus y is equal to 40. Remember, a number cannot jump the bridge and then go and stay in front of another number that's been there before. It will have to go and queue at the back of that number. Now, your 63 here is having the invisible plus sign. If it jumps to the other side, it will turn to minus 63. Now, what do you have? Minus y will then be equal to. Now, this scenario is like you having a 40 naira in your hand and you are owing somebody 63 naira. You have 40 naira, you are owing somebody 63 naira. That person will force you to pay the debt you are owing. And even though you are not having up to the debt you are owing, pay part of it. And then be left with a little amount of debt. So what you are going to have here will be minus 40 minus 63 will give you minus 23. That means you have paid 40 out of the debt. You will still be owing a debt of 23 naira. Now, in this case, what do you have? You have minus y is equal to minus 23. And this means that you cannot leave this answer like this because you're not looking for minus y. You were told to find y, not to find minus y. And what you have here? What you have here is minus 1y is equal to minus 23. Because there is a 1 in front of every letter. Every letter that doesn't have a coefficient, say for instance y, x, there's a 1 in front of this x that needs not to be written. If you say I have a biscuit in my hand, it's similar saying I have one biscuit in my hand. So what do you do in this case? You say divide both sides by minus 1. Why? You want to clear the minus because you're not looking for minus y, you are looking for y. So dividing both sides by minus 1, if you put it into action, you have minus 1y all over minus 1 is equal to minus 23 all over minus 1. Now, what would you have if you have in, let me create a box here and give you things to note. If you have in algebra or anytime in mathematics, plus, we have plus sign, plus anything, multiply by minus anything, it will give you minus. Minus times plus will also give you minus. These are things that you should know very, very well, and you key them and log them into your memory. Then you have minus divided by minus. Say first, plus times plus will still give you plus, it won't change. The minus times minus will give you plus. And then if we have division now, plus divided by minus will give you minus, plus minus divided by plus will still give you minus. Whether it has the minus at the numerator or denominator doesn't mean. What it will give you is the result of minus. Then you have plus divided by plus. This will not change anything. It will still give you plus. and minus divided by minus will give you plus. Please bear this in mind, jot it down, put it in mind. Now, what you have here is a minus divided in a minus. Minus 1 will cancel minus 1. So what you have left on this side will be y is equal to minus, also cancel minus here. And you have y is equal to 23 as your answer. So it gives you the same answer. But which one will you rather use? Which one is smarter? The first example, the first method is smarter. It's always smarter. You save your pen, you save your writing material, you save your time, and then it is smarter. And it is the degree of error is lower if you follow this step. Then that will take us to example C. So example C, it says 5 plus into bracket 2x plus 3 plus 3 into bracket 5x minus 2 is equal to 84. Now this looks long, but it's very, very simple. What do? If you have a bracket like this, you follow the principle of BODMAS. In mathematics, you know what BODMAS means. BODMAS means, the B in BODMAS means bracket, then off. Now, what do you have here? You have a bracket here. You remove the bracket. You open the bracket. Opening the brackets. You open the bracket with whatever is outside the bracket. It will multiply each of the entities in the bracket in turn, bearing in mind the signs that are multiplying themselves as well. Now, what do you have here? If you open this first bracket, 5 times 2x will give you 10x. 5 times plus 3 will give you plus 15. The bracket is off. Plus 3 times plus 5 will give you plus 15x. Plus 15x. Then plus 3 times minus 2 will give you minus 6 is equal to 84. This is simpler. Now, what do? You rearrange. If you arrange what is on this side first, if you are rearranging, you have rearrange the left hand side. And to do this, when you do this, you have something like this. 10x, bring the terms in x closer to themselves. Remember, they have not jumped any bridge, so the sign will not change. You are still doing everything. Everything is still within the left hand side. You have not jumped. Now 10x plus 15x plus 15 minus 6 is equal to 84. So from here, after rearranging, if you have this product, after rearranging, you have 10x plus 15x plus 15 minus 6 is equal to 84. It is simplified. Now you can add the terms in x together. 10 plus 15x. 10x plus 15 will give you 25x. 25x. Then 15 minus 6 will give you 19. 15 minus 6 will give you 19. 15 minus 6 will give you 9. That will be 9 plus 9. You have 15 naira and you take away 6 naira from it. You have 9 naira left. Is equal to 84. Now it is time for you to now collect items. If you collect items, you have 25 remaining on this side, 25x equal to 84. Now, this 9 is the one moving. If it moves, it will turn to minus 9. And then what do you have? 25x is equal to 84 minus 9 will give you 75. Now you have a term like this. At this junction, you divide both sides by the coefficient of x. which is 25. So you say divide both sides by 25. Anything that is in front of that x is what you use to divide both sides. So you have 25x all over 25 is equal to 75 all over 25. You have divided both sides now. Now what will be the result? Your x will be equal to 3. Because you have 25 in 75 will give you 3. To question D, which takes the form of 3 into bracket 2x minus 7 close bracket is equal to 2 into bracket x minus 8. This is like something we have done before. It is like when you look at it, it's like question C. So this question D, I will leave this for you to do, and then you post your answer. So do this and post your answer after the class. Now then I'll go to question E. Question E. It takes the form of 5 into bracket x minus 7 minus 7x is equal to minus 3 open bracket 4x minus 5 close the bracket. Now how do you solve this? Just open the bracket. What makes this different from this is that there is a 7x at the back of the bracket. It's a minus 7x. Now this one is on its own. You open the bracket with what you have in front of the bracket. It's 5x. You open this bracket. Then what you get, the bracket will be removed. Then you can now simplify by subtracting, because it will give you a linear equation without bracket like this, like the case of what you have here. And then once you get to this level, you can now simplify and continue like you did question C and question D. So that as well I will leave. Put in mind or bear in mind that when you're multiplying this, you're multiplying the number outside the bracket here is minus 3. And you are using that minus 3 to multiply all the entities inside the bracket. So where you would have to be very, very careful is that when you are multiplying, minus 3 times 4 is not the same as it's not the same as 3 times 4. This is minus times plus. Minus times plus will give you minus. So in this place, you're going to get, to open this bracket, you're going to get minus 12x. Then minus times minus will give you plus 15. Because 3 times 5 will give you 15. So you have this at the back of the bracket, on this side of the equal to. Then what you do next will be that after you have simplified, you now collect like terms. And then you solve as simple as ABC. So maybe I don't need to do this again. You would be able to get that done by yourself. Now, it will take us to F, letter F, which is a little different because we are entering into fraction. Then you have 3x all over 5 plus 2x all over 15 is equal to 3 over 5. What are you going to have in this case? This is a fraction. You fraction like this. The simplest way to go about it is multiplying everything by the LCM of this fraction. The LCM of these denominators. Denominators are 5, 15, and 5. And so the LCM of all this is 5. So when you say multiply through by the LCM, which is 15. The LCM of 5, 15, and 5 is not 30. And it's not 125. It is simply 15. If you find the LCM, you get 15. So in that case, if you multiply through by the LCM, what are you going to have? You are going to have like this. Multiplying through by the LCM, which is 15. You have 15 multiplied by 3x. You are multiplying the numerators across. And then you still keep your denominator. Plus 15 times 2x all over 15, because the denominator here is 15, is equal to 15 multiplied by 3 all over 5. And then what do you do here? Since it is product that you have here, anything that is down can cut anything that is up. Now 5 here will give you 1, and 5 here will give you 3. 15 here 1, 15 here and also 1. 5 here 1 and 5 here 3. So you have removed, you have gotten rid of the fractional form, and what you have is just a straight linear equation. And what is remaining is 3 multiplied by 3x plus 1 times 2x is equal to 3 times 3. And what will you have? 9x plus 2x. 1 times anything is that thing, is equal to 9. Very simple. Just simplify, make it simpler. And what will you have in that case? You have 11x. 11x is equal to 9. What do you have? Divide both sides by 11. And you have 11x over 11 is equal to 9 all over 11. And what will you have? Your x will be equal to 9 over 11. That will be a simple answer. Now, to the next one. To letter G. When you look at letter G says 1 over 3 into bracket t plus 5 close the bracket is equal to 1 over 4 opening bracket 5t minus 2 close the bracket. This is same as use the numerator to multiply the brackets, then put all over the denominator and do the same on this side. Then once you do that, it becomes a simple fraction that you just multiply both sides by the LCM, or you cross multiply. Now in this way, what I'm explaining is this will be same as 1 all over when it comes down 1 into bracket t plus 5 all over 3 is equal to 1 into bracket 5t minus 2 all over 4. This is the same as this. Now when you get here, these are two fractions, and when you have two fractions and you have is equal to between them, the next thing is you say cross multiply. If you cross multiply this, you have this coming to this and this coming to this. So then you have 3 into bracket. This 3 will come and multiply this. 3 into bracket 5t minus 2 close the bracket is equal to, the bridge must not move, 4 into bracket t plus 5. When you open this bracket, opening the bracket, you use 3 to multiply each of the entities in the bracket, and that will give you 15t minus 6 minus times plus will give you minus is equal to 4t plus 20, because 4 times 5 will give you 20. Now what do? Just collect like terms. Collect like terms. And in that case you have 15t. Bring the 40 to this side, minus 40. The bridge that doesn't move, 20 plus 6. Because the 6 will move to that. So the rest will become plus from minus. Then you have 11t is equal to 26. And then you say divide both sides by 11. And that will give you, that should give you 11t divided by 11 is equal to 26 divided by 11. let's see, will be 11 divided by 26 will give you 2, remainder 4 all over 11. That's a good answer. And then if you look at your G, that's your G, and then your H looks like what you have done before. Just multiply through by the LCM. Find the LCM of 9, 2, 4, and 4. And then multiply through like we did earlier. And then simplify it, and it becomes a linear equation where you clear the fraction and solve the H. So I will leave H for you, making the third one that I'm leaving for you now. The same thing A. Number I. Let me solve I. Solving question I. The picture of this has been posted, so you can copy and have a good look. Question I is so very, very interesting. And it says 3 all over 2 into bracket x minus 2, close the bracket, minus 2 all over 3, open bracket, 2 minus x is equal to 0, all equal to 0. Now, if you have it on this side this way, if you have it here, what this means is you are saying an entity, this is an entity together. All this minus all this will give you 0. In actual fact, you are saying that this entity must be equal to this entity. If you subtract something from another thing and the answer is 0, that means those two things that you're subtracting are equal to each other. For instance, if you take away 4 naira minus 4 naira, it will give you 0. If you subtract and it gives you 0, that means you can say also that 4 naira is equal to 4 naira, because they are the same. So the same thing will happen here. So you just turn these and then remove the 0 and equate the numbers to themselves, because when you take them away, their subtraction will give you 0. When you subtract two numbers that you subtract from each other and the answer is 0, it means that those two numbers are equal to each other in value. So this means that 3 all over 2 into bracket x minus 2 is equal to 2 all over 3 into bracket 2 minus x. This is equal to this, because the subtraction will give you 0. Now in this case, what do? You cross multiply, you get your answer, and you are done. Because in this case, you'll not be saying multiply through by the LCM of. The LCM of what you have here will be too complex for you. So what you do here is just simply cross multiply. And before you cross multiply, you can first of all simplify, you bracket down, or you just cross multiply like that. If you cross multiply here, what you have is this coming to meet and this coming to meet this. So you have 2 multiplied by 2 into bracket x minus 2 is equal to, or you may want to open the bracket so that it's not complex for you. Open the bracket first. Open this bracket, you have 3 all over 2x, 2 times x, 2x, minus 4, 2 times minus 2 is equal to 2 all over 6, 3 times 2, 6, minus 3x. Now you see cross multiply. If you cross multiply, what you're going to have is 2 multiplying this, 2x minus 4, close the bracket, is equal to 3 into bracket 6 minus 3x. Look at what I did here. I did not say 2x minus 4 into bracket 2. Even if you say it's still the same thing, let them just multiply themselves. Since it's product, anyone can come first. Now what do you have? You have 4x minus 8 is equal to 18. 3 times 6 will give you 18 minus 9x. And then what you say is collect like terms. If you collect 9 times what we have been, it will be 4x on this side. The 9x, which is minus here, will jump and become plus 9x is equal to 18 on this side. Then the 8 will migrate and become plus 8. What do you have? You have 13x is equal to 26. And what you say divide both sides by 13. And what we have 13x all over 13 is equal to 26 all over 13. 13 will divide 13 to give you 1, leaving you x. Leaving you with x there, your x will be equal to 2. Because your 26 will divide, 13 will divide 26 will give you 2. Now, looking at your, if this letter I, you have the letter j left. Now this letter j, I will not do anything to it. You just multiply through by the LCM and then you get your answer. So letter j says 4x minus 1 all over 3 minus 3x minus 1 all over 2 then in brackets is equal to 5 minus 2x all over 4. Just multiply through by the LCM of 3, 2 and 4, which will be 12. Multiply through by the LCM and then you cut like we have done earlier and then you get your answer. So I will leave this as well, making 4 that I've left for you to do now. And the 4 are D, E, and H, and now J, and J. Which is 11. Now, letters K and L. I will also leave K and L. I will leave for you to do. I will do hem, which will guide you to do K and L. Your question in MC, 5 all over hem plus 8 all over 3m is equal to 2. What you do here is multiply through by the LCM, just like we have been doing. And it's not hard to find the LCM of this. Find the LCM. Find the LCM of what? Of m and 3m. The LCM of m and 3m, find it using prime factorization method the normal way. M, and then you have 3m here. Prime numbers that can divide. M can divide m. M is the only number that can divide m. M in m will give you 1. M in 3m will give you 3. Then 3 will go again. Bring 1 down the 1. And then 3 divided by 3 will give you 1. So what is the LCM? The LCM therefore is equal to 3 times m. And is equal to 3m. So when you're multiplying through the LCM, what you have, multiply through by the LCM. What you're going to have is multiplying through, you have 3m times 5 all over m plus 3m times 8 all over 3m is equal to 3m times 2 all over 1, because this is a fraction too. You can put 2 all over 1. And now you have m cancelling m. You have 3m cancelling the whole 3m here. And you have cancelling nothing to give you what will still be whole. So you have 3 times 5 plus 8 is equal to 6m. Collect like terms here. Or 15 plus 8 is equal to 6m. And then what do you have? You have 23 is equal to 6m. And then you have divide both sides by 6. 23 divided by 6 is equal to 6m all over 6. And your m will be equal to 3 whole number 5 over 6. That is what your m will be. Then that will guide you to do your letters K and your letter L. Making 6 tasks that you are doing now. Then what you have in numbers 2 and 3 of the questions we give is the scenario of you finding the x first and then using the x to find a second expression. Like your letter number 2 says that you should, after you have found the x, you should first of all find the x. Then now say, okay, you now look for the value of 6x. So any answer that you get for x, you multiply by 6 to get your final answer. So it's 2 steps in here, the 10 here. You first of all get the value of x, then you now multiply the value of x by 6 to get the final answer. Same for question 3. That says you should, after you might have looked for the value of x, it says you should find the value of 8x minus 14. So this is a new expression on its own. After you have looked for the value of x using all this procedure, then you now like slot in or substitute the value of x into this expression. Say you have 2. Let's say you have 2 for the value of x. That will be 8 times 2. 16 minus 14 will give you 2 as your final answer. So, and then what you are left with is the word problems, which I want you to sit down and solve. What problem is about comprehension? Comprehend it and then turn the English language in which you said the question to mathematics language and solve the way we have solved all the rest. I hope you enjoyed the class and I want to encourage you to attempt this task on your own, and then try your best. Then you post your answers as soon as you are done. In all, I mean, the number of questions you are doing now is not more than 6 here, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think 10 questions enough. So I want to say that you should keep safe and keep very safe until I meet you again. Thank you very much.